I'm officially 7 months pregnant with baby number 2, and today I'm sitting down to share with you all of the fun symptoms and things I've experienced in the last month and give you a look at that bump shot. Hey guys, I'm Marissa and welcome back to my channel. I'm an expecting second-time mom due with baby boy number 2 in June 2022. And we are super excited for his arrival, and it's crazy that he's going to be here in only a couple more months. So I'm going to be sharing about this 7-month update, which is for weeks about 27 through 30. Now with my first pregnancy, I was doing these updates every single week, and that just felt like a lot for a second-time mom because I feel like a lot of it was very repetitive. So I'm just doing once a month updates, but if you want to check out the weekly, I will share a playlist for my first pregnancy updates, and you can check them out here. Around this time of my pregnancy for my first son, this is when things got a little crazy as he was born in May 2020. So a lot of that is very emotionally hyped at the beginning of the pandemic. But anyway, I'm excited to share a little bit of what this pregnancy has been like for this last month of pregnancy. So let's dive into it. So some fun symptoms that I've experienced in the last month are kind of similar to what I've had before, but also kind of different. So first off would be heartburn. I've shared about this in every update. I've had heartburn. It's nothing that's been too severe, but just something that I experience every single day, and I have to take a Tums before I go to bed every night because it's like as soon as you lay down, that's when it's the absolute worst. So heartburn's been a fun one. Another thing has been sciatica pain, and I've shared about this that I've just kind of struggled with sciatica pain like for this whole pregnancy, mostly when I'd be in like one position and then like move to another, like especially laying down, or going from like laying down to trying to get up was like, felt like it was impossible. But this last month of pregnancy, the sciatica pain got unbearable to the point where I literally couldn't even walk. Like I couldn't even walk through my house. It hurt so bad with every single step, and I would just like, it was just always this dull pain like in my lower back, and then all of a sudden I'd have like a flare up or whatever, and it would like send a nerve shocking like down my leg and would surprise me, and I would like gasp out like in pain. It was awful. So I talked to my OB about it, and I actually started going to see a different chiropractor, and that honestly has really helped me. I felt like I was able to get like a good adjustment, and they like specialize more in like pregnant patients too. And then they also gave me some really good stretches to do at home. So I've been trying to be aware of my posture, the way I'm sitting, what I'm doing, and be really cautious of that to try and help with this sciatica pain. So it's been a lot better, but there were like 2 weeks during this month where it was honestly like unbearable. I couldn't even walk. And I have been trying to keep up on like my exercise. Before this point, I had been doing like a half an hour a day on the treadmill at like a reasonable pace. And at that point though, with the sciatica, again, I like literally could not even walk. It was so painful. So glad that that's better, and the chiropractic definitely did help me. Another fun thing about this month has been getting into the 3rd trimester, and I cannot believe that we're here. And kind of what I referred to like with my first son, Peter, right when I hit my 3rd trimester is when the world went into lockdown in March 2020. And so I spent my entire 3rd trimester in isolation. And the time when you should be doing like all the fun first-time mom stuff, I was like, you know, at home, as most of you were. But I am just grateful that this time around it's like, oh, I hit my 3rd trimester, and it's just like normal life again, and just really grateful for that. So that's been really nice this time around, and I feel like this is kind of like my first-time mom part of my second pregnancy because I now get to experience like a more normal part of this part of my pregnancy, if that makes sense. I also had my glucose test this month, and that was totally fine. It came back normal, and so don't have gestational diabetes or anything like that. I don't think that it's bad at all. I know a lot of people will complain about the drink. I think it's totally fine. But again, I didn't have gestational diabetes, so I'm sorry if you do. I'm sure that that is awful and not fun. But I did that, and it came back as negative, so don't have to worry about that then for the rest of the pregnancy, which is great. Other things that have been happening as we're preparing for this baby, we have been getting rooms ready, and I have this like sense, this like urge of nesting, which is funny because I did not have that very much when I was pregnant with my first son, Peter. I think a lot of that had to do with the timing that I gave birth, of just like 3rd trimester during a pandemic. It just felt more of like fight or flight mode rather than like getting fun things organized. So this time around, I feel like this urge to organize like a bunch of things in my house, like things that the baby's not even going to touch. But I just want to get like everything ready and prepared. But we did get my oldest son Peter's room complete. So he is going to be 2 in May, and this baby is due in June. So our plan is that this baby will be in our room in the snoo bassinet is what we have. And he'll be in that for like maybe 5 to 6 months, probably not in our room the whole time, but at least he'll be like in the snoo for like 5 to 6 months. And then we'll move to a crib. So I know that it's best to like keep a toddler in their crib for as long as possible. And I would love to do that. But I also don't want to buy a second crib and crib mattress only to have both boys like individually use their crib and crib mattress for like maybe 6 months tops, like with overlapping. So instead we are just moving our oldest son Peter to a regular bed when he's like 2.5. So like right when this baby will like move to the crib basically. So we have been working on getting like the toddler room ready. So I'll insert some pictures of like what it looks like, and I'll do a full like tour of like the nursery and also this toddler room. And it is convenient that I'm having 2 boys because I'm not doing anything to the nursery. It's fine the way it is for a second boy. But that is what we worked on this last like a couple weeks ago, I guess. We like had Peter go stay with my parents, and we just like got a whole bunch of things done around the house, which was really nice. So that room is like done, but Peter won't be in it until he's actually sleeping in that bed. So it definitely may be a while until we're at that point, but it just feels good to like actually have that done, because before it was just an accumulation of a whole bunch of junk in that room. So it's much better. The other fun thing that I'll mention, fun pregnancy stuff as I sit here and drink my drink, constipation and hemorrhoids have not been fun, have not been my friend this pregnancy, but I have been managing it better now. Definitely consult your doctor, talk with your doctor of what you need to do, but I've been taking like a daily stool softener. I'm also eating like 3 or 4 prunes a day, and then I'm doing the calm magnesium like powder drink stuff. So I drink that at night. Here I am filming at 8 o'clock at night, so I'm gonna drink my drink. And I feel like that's all helped me to stay regular. Again, ask your doctor before you do anything, but that's helped me to like be a lot better. And also the calm magnesium stuff also I feel like helps me sleep better at night as well. So that's what I'm drinking here in my drink. Cheers. Okay, so let me show you guys a bump shot so you can see how much this baby has grown in the last month. So here is a look at the bump. Obviously I'm wearing black, so it's kind of hard to see from the front, but from the side, he's definitely there. He's growing. So I'm most definitely feeling pregnant these days. I feel like my bump is really low, but I remember being pretty low with Peter too, I think. So we have a good bump going on. So that is all I have for this 7-month update. Thank you so much for hanging out on this little pregnancy journey that we're on. I know baby boy's gonna be here in just a short amount of time. Is gonna fly by, and I'm so excited. So thanks so much for hanging out. I will look forward to seeing you in that next video. Bye.